Welcome to George, SGUL's online curriculum map. George will be the single point of truth for all curriculum information and accessible to students, teachers, assessors, and regulators. It replaces all previous ways of keeping your learning outcomes up to date, such as spreadsheets, and will be launched in September 2023. This is an early introduction, and more specific guides will follow. The best browser to use this app in is Google Chrome. To log in, you need to enter your SGUL email, and once the map has verified your email, you will be logged in. Before we go into the map itself, let's briefly look at the dashboard page. At the top, you will find your profile, and here you can switch to dark mode if that improves accessibility for you. This series of icons will take you to the map, take you to the user guide, and give you the option to send a message to the curriculum team. Below are a number of optional filters. These are more student-facing, but those useful for you will be a quick link to contact the curriculum team, and here you can update your profile details. Navigating the map. To find your learning outcomes, click on the appropriate academic year. There is currently only one academic year, 2022-2023, but these will be added year on year. Each horizontal level listed at the top adds a filter to all the data in the system. What you select will help you refine the content you are looking for. For example, if you are a module convener or placement lead, by choosing a year, module, and submodule, you narrow the data that you look at. The modules correspond to the modules in clinical science years and the placements in clinical practice years. Browse the content of the module or placement by looking at the lower level. The lower levels can then filter by learning outcome or session in the clinical science years, or learning outcomes plus key lists in the clinical practice years, including the co-presentation and condition lists. The data returned is listed below. Click on All to see all data. This data can also be visualized in Group View here. This can be used, for example, to see learning outcomes grouped by session or conditions grouped by type. There is also an option to view alphabetically. If you are a subject or sub-theme lead in the clinical science years, for example, anatomy, communication skills, or sociology, use the year overview function to filter content from these years across all the modules in the year. There is a keyword function if there is a particular session or topic you are looking for. You can use the keyword search function here, which will search across all years. There are many other ways to search George using the additional filters at the top. We will be explaining this further in later guides, but in summary, all data is tagged in terms of how the learning outcome is delivered, for example, PBLs or practicals, what clinical specialty it falls under, and what aspect of the clinical practice it relates to, for example, history and communication or multiprofessionalism. The narrative or description option allows you to see or hide a written overview of the module or placement. Looking more closely at curriculum data. Let's look more closely at a learning outcome below. If you click on the linked items or details icon here, you can see more detail about the item, such as the other linked learning outcomes, ratings for core conditions, and a VLE link to the relevant session in Canvas, should you have Canvas access. You will see there is a comments box at the end of this pop-up. Here you can send comments specifically in relation to the outcome or item to the curriculum team, such as changes you think should be made for the next academic year. Students will have additional functionality here, including flagging options to review or when they have completed the item, and a note-making function. Please give us your early thoughts about the system by filling in the Microsoft form sent with this video. We will be arranging group meetings for key staff groups in the near future.